Shalom, family. Glory be to God and blessed be the Lamb. I hope the night or the evening finds you at peace and not having to deal with too many problems. But we all know how it really is. We'll wake up and the problem will still be there in the morning. You know, I made an audio earlier. I may or may not have posted. It's of a serious nature, but I gave it too much. We went spiritual due to what's happened over the last 72 hours, give or take, 86 maybe. Now we speak. We've watched this situation for 3 years, at least. Watched a man go to prison. He should have went to prison. He guilty as hell. But as with anything else, there is causation, legal causation. We are the sum total of what we. It doesn't matter about race, creed, history, flag, culture, or anything else. By God's standard, then they are guilty. I could drag up the scripture, several. They're guilty. Just take my word for it. Just take my word for it. But yet they consistently get away because of money and connections. They walk their ass around free. In every major city in this country, I guarantee you, rape is up. So I am the free to speak. I stayed out of it for 3 years and watched it develop, knowing full well someone's going to get hurt. There's no way out of this. I mean, if you sell yourself as the politician as being of one fiber, then that is the fiber that your base will always recognize you as. You step out of that uniform made of that fiber, and you're pretty much screwed. You pretty much screwed politically. Situation that every member of the House, every member of the Senate, pretty much overwhelmingly, over 90% is of some organization that worships a whole other God while they sit in the house of a openly stated Christian country. And that's just the half of it. That's the first insult. That's the first insult. Okay? They hate what you would think of as God. They hate what you would think of as a Jesus. And I know they hate your move. Check. A good strong one. Check. So he's been forced into the corner now. What will he do? And when I mean the devil, I mean the actual devil. Lucifer, Satan, Iblis, the serpent. I'm not talking about no man. We talking about spirit here. What will he do now? Will he sacrifice some of his own? And if so, how many? And once he reaches that conclusion, which one of them? Which one of them will have legs? Lots of legs. So you're going to cut deep. You're going to cut them deep. No doubt about it. You're going to cut them deep. People will lose their livelihoods. I was watching, well, I don't really watch it. I came in on somebody else watching it 3 years ago. And the ladies of The View, the morning broadcast show called The View, well, they were having this discussion about the files. And some of them said that it is wrong and that the names back, because I don't want to hurt your feelings. I mean, to give them man political ammunition against you, as in calling your damn names. But you already know it that you're no good. You already know it that you have have engaged in these things. You already know it that you've engaged in ritualistic sex magic orgies, the cutting of red heifer necks, building false ass temples, running. I mean, the list is long. The list is long. But here's the part that I don't really get. Why are you embarrassed or ashamed? It has to be. You know what the devil told me? People knowing. I mean, really, in America, in the freest country in the world, you are concerned about someone else thinks. Really, really. Say, man, listen here. Oh boy. Anyway, folks, you got the devil in a corner with this one. You're gonna have to make a damn good move, and he don't have no bunch of options here. He really don't. You don't have a bunch of options. This involves hundreds of people, hundreds, spanning at least 4 or 5 countries. I mean, golly, man. And when they not funding babies, they all, oh man. You know how they have to look at women, and you worried about me. Yeah, I look at women from a fundamentalist perspective, like it or not. I look at most things from a fundamentalist perspective. That's just how it is. That means it's really basic. That's because I don't care. If it is written, then it's written. If it has been spoken, then it has been spoken. Anything else becomes secondary. I'm just saying because we're not whistling Dixie with you or nobody else. You think that a bunch of money and a high wall and butlers and security makes you safe as you sanction robbery, genocide, and rape. You've been found guilty really before the trial has even started. Think of it as something more than a left of a secret indictment. It reads pretty damn strong too. I'm just letting you know. Warning shot. Warning shot. We're not. Who wouldn't want the title? Good luck, sir. Good luck. I think they're gonna be coming far and wide, looking for you. It ain't gonna take much of a bounty either. It really ain't. So now what will they do? They are the pawns. They are the used victims. I'm talking about the rich people and the elite and the connected. They are the victims of both the devil and circumstance. The devil and circumstance. The devil makes them promises. If you do this, man, y'all don't know. I am holding so much back. It's not my business at all. Actually, got nothing to do with me. These things are a choice. It's like with anything else. As long as you have the proper data to make a damn educated decision, what they got to do with the terms of right and wrong. We don't care to have an argument about evil and what it is and right and what it is. It's whatever you say that it is. Don't you have that much stamina? That much faith in your own position? Shut up already. Damn. We believe you. And to believe anything else. Anyway, I'm off the beaten path. How will the devil play out his hand now? How will he play out his hand? It's about to come undone. The whole thing, if you pull the right thread, I am telling you. I'm laughing my ass off because I see it. If you pull the right thread, you're going to run off and take the whole shirt, just like on the cartoons. Of the emperor has no clothes because all this matters. It really does matter. But at some point, lies end. Like now, ain't no more lies to be told. There's no more lies to be told. About what? What do they lie about? You see how they couldn't lie their way out of these indictments to the point where somebody had already lost their life. Talking about that he hung himself in the cell. Now, I've been to jail. Since when do we even give them stuff to hang themselves with? I thought they took the belt and the shoestrings. I mean, what did he hang himself with? His U.S. rich people like that. I'm talking about, and as a bonus, you are to get the next two people that support them, love them, or even know them. That translates to 150 people like that. I'm talking about indicted and locked the hell up for all kinds of sadistic, masochistic. Y'all got, like I said, it spans a range from bestiality all the way through rape. Check, dude. He keeps looking away. Man, study the board. Why do you check? Shit. Over there trying to hear the conversation, man. You got a neck. Your move, bro. But his back is up against the wall now. Because he promises all of these people, all this stuff. And guess what the catch is, man, y'all? This is where I feel sorry for him at. This is where I feel sorry for him at. Right about here. Okay? See, we're going to spill the beans. Like I said, ain't no use in turning back. There ain't enough ocean to turn this ship around. Sacrifice. Because clearly, this going to require a little blood here from somebody wealthy and somebody famous, and he already knocked off all other black people. Should I go down the list? Who ain't been prosecuted for rape? In the black community with some money. Who ain't? We have a name for that. Projection. Psychological projection. They want black men, I guess, to be the face of what they themselves have created. It's about choice. So you got all of this going on. All these rich people who have helped to buy your government, buy it off using their money that they get from you by them selling you what God gave you free. That's how they all got rich. God gave you wood, and then they made it sellable. God gave your ass a free glass of water, and they want exactly $1.08. Oh man, it's not even funny, boy. And the boy in white here, I think you got him. He gonna have to make a damn good move here. Damn good move. He will have to sacrifice a couple of pawns. Which pawn will it be? Now I've been saying a long time. They believe in organization, but I kept saying that we're gonna put that shit to the test. You say that we operate as a group and we think it's one. Well, then we shall be testing your theory. And this of in fact, Joe Biden had 2 damn years to do it. Now we know that boy of his sitting up in hotel rooms with man hookers too, and a saucer full of crack, talking about he's the president's. Anyway, this is what I'm saying. These are the type of people that these are. But he might be putting to get some time. But it won't be over the dope and the 2 hookers. I bet stabbing people business like that anyway help us. We gotta wind up dead in the goddamn bathtub messing with powerful white men. And watch the movie. Watch the movie. Be quiet and watch the show. And we've been watching 3 damn years of it. 3 years of it. Even with a dead man hanging in a damn cell. Even with footage that there's seconds of it missing. This is drama. This is drama at its finest. You know, if this was a movie, it was surely Grammy. It would Grammy, Grammy, Oscar or Grammy or whatever it is. They would take home some kind of statue, some kind of honor. I mean, but how would they get out of it? Even the ones in some of the countries, damn near every prime minister has went to Jeffrey's secret island with the little girls and boys there. Y'all know, yes, yes, sometimes it was boys. Y'all stop. A fetish is a fetish. They don't even think like that. Hell, they'll fly from the United States all the way to Thailand looking looking for cheap sex with little boys where they ain't gonna serve 1,000 years, calling themselves Americans. Give it a rest. Give it a rest. As if you are literally been to face the cult government face to face. In fact, you already are. You are face to face with it right now, man. Y'all don't even know. There's certain areas of the house that's given names like crypt, crypt one, crypt A, a crypt B, a crypt. These people crazy. Who calls a anyway? That's that devil stuff. It's one big ass cult. It's one umbrella. Oh boy. So that tells me something. They they really don't believe in anything. Just like I said. Because as of now, they won't stand for it. They're running from it, not standing for it. They're hoping that no one sees me. Really? You guys are intellectually dyslexic and dishonest. And again, spiritually, you really don't believe in anything. Just like those other guys I was talking about. You don't believe in anything. You believed in money and power and prestige to the point that you was willing to do anything. Jesus. And butlers and the best insurance, fungible income. I mean, and it wasn't enough. Wow. Well, you know how this goes. The base will win. At the end of the day, politics is politics. This base on the right, they will get what they want, or they will rip the party apart. Rip it apart. And they got their knives out. Feel about one of the most important moments in their lives is that they finally have a chance to get these rascals and prove themselves right. They was right about this and right about that and right. And then you come and say, I'm going to do the opposite of the base. I'm going to take party land votes in the middle of the night while the rest of the Congress or the Senate is asleep. Some of them sleep with their maids. Anyway, not my business. I'm just this why you should never let your maid spend the night. At the very least, and we get to watch the show as one of your best and finest and most elitist and famous people is sacrificed upon the altar of righteousness or self-righteousness of the American people. They shall be prosecuted and given time. You know, I'm going to show you how mad they are. And then I'm going to wrap this up. Last night I said that instead of us focusing on a Diddy, and man, we seen the Diddy. Us in my age group, we grew up with him 5 years, 6 years, man, controlling his ass later. So what do? Put him through some ritual that involved what it did. Or do I have to say it again? Well, tonight is the time I'm going to say it. Ritualistic sex involving drugs and alcohol with some grown ass men well past Diddy's age, and they wasn't necessarily black. See, don't make me start to calling names. because they sit their ass there and they're willing to watch a man fall. But all of this is connected. I mean, who the fuck do you think I care about? Who do you think I care about to the point that it would trump the truth, trump God's word? Who do you really, I mean, really? What man do you think I love like that? What woman do you think I love like that? You are out of your mind. Do as you will. Just keep me out your thinking. But I will say whatever I want. But this is what makes them scared. Because it is the truth. They are a bunch of rapists. A lot of them is man pedophilia. That's what they're gonna call this next statement, anti-Semitic. So I am not gonna make it. But they are rapists. I'm not saying collectively, but enough of them to have passed a law that no man should be, and I'm being awfully presumptuous, but their women either can ever be brought to charges against raping Palestinians or anybody else. Huh. Lord. Now, what I said lastly in the last video is that your country has been infiltrated, completely infiltrated by top to bottom. Now you're not acting like yourself, not on an individual level. In fact, you act like you're basically strangers to each other. Yeah, you act like strangers. It's because you are. But you do recognize each other on a spiritually kindred level. And most of that shit's evil. At any rate, to break it down even further, on the one side, you have been infiltrated by what I like to euphemistically refer to as the body hoppers. And on the other side of it, you have been all of the animals are been leaving. What's the name of that park? In Yosemite Park. I could be wrong about that, but imagine all of the it'll come up to me. Yellowstone Park. Packs of bears, like they moving like wolves by the hundreds, leaving that park. Packs of cougars, mountain lions, leaving that park, headed toward Utah. Every animal, every insect is getting the hell up out of there. What do you think that they know? Their entire system that they built through the devil, and the devil helping them, is coming undone. All they can do at this point is make more war and get set for more war. I can see the pathway from where they are right now with these files and all they mean straight to Armageddon. Straight to Armageddon. Because unlike us, the devil doesn't have a plan B. He never has a plan B. Virus throughout the population. It's too late to kill that man. He has infected millions. Oh boy, he like patient zero. He is patient zero. The best you can do is to study him. If that, I would stay the hell away from him and out of his way. And where's that book he got? As soon as he can, steal it and burn it. We scared of that book. At any rate, with people, seriously, things are lining up. Things are lining up. You finna be this. That when he speaks, shit happens. Bad shit happens. So, in honor and mercy and in our trusting and offering up a truce to the enemy, you need to take a break. And it's the devil's move. Check. It's the devil. Enjoy the rest of your night. The devil won't. He'll be up all night. He is scared to make the next move. This one will have legs, folks. This one's gonna have legs. I am Source.